All right, we're gonna focus on written communication, work notes, reports, and documentation. Well, all of this stuff lives even after you leave the job site. If it's not written clearly, it didn't happen in the eyes of engineering, management, customers, asset owners. So good documentation protects you, the team, and the asset. So how do we go about writing clear work notes? Well, it answers three basic questions. What was done? What was found? And what is still needed? So we're going to want to avoid statements like, we checked the system, everything looks good, things are fixed, errors removed or resolved. Those don't necessarily tell us very much information, and there's not a lot to learn off of. Go from there. Or if you're a future technician coming to that job site or that inverter, you may not have a lot of information to learn from previous issues. Instead, we're gonna write very specific factual information. Inspected inverter 3, found a loose DC terminal on string 7, retorqued to manufacturer specifications or the actual torque value, and verified normal operation after the repair. Being more specific allows us to not only track what was done, but as I mentioned, future technicians get to learn from that and can likely improve response times, repair issues, or identify trends that may be happening across the equipment or sites. Anyone that's reading your notes or your documentation should clearly be able to understand what was done on site without actually having to call you. All right, so part of good documentation is having photos. Nowadays, everybody has a phone or a tablet. It's very easy to take photos as proof and as documentation. So photos support your documentation. It doesn't replace them. What that means is we want good photos that show the issue clearly, have context, maybe a wide shot and a close-up, maybe of part numbers or labels when possible. Bad photos are blurry, dark, or unexplained. The data should include the measurements taken, units, and conditions when measured. So if we've got an opportunity to take a before and after photo of a repair, that's always a great opportunity to show, here's the filters before I clean them, nice and dirty. Here's the filters after I clean them, nice and clean. That way, if that inverter faults on high temperature a couple of weeks later, the team can go back to the documentation and say, hey, look, these filters were cleaned, here's proof of it, and potentially that could save a warranty claim, provide additional documentation for any sort of warranty repairs, and protect the asset and the company.